Hi, my name is Jerry Kroth. I'm a professor in California. I've written a number of books on the Kennedy assassination, made a few videos, and we were, like everybody else, we were waiting for all these documents to finally be released. He bragged he released them, and there wasn't that much there. Here's what he said.
Given the task of releasing that, because many presidents have gone through it and they haven't released. And I said, release. We even released Social Security numbers. I didn't want anything deleted. I don't think there's anything that's earth-shattering, but you'll have to make that determination.
Well, I read about 40% of them so far, and he's right. I don't see any major blockbusters, some interesting stuff, but we were hoping that we would finally get some confirmation. But some JFK scholars, like Jefferson Morley, said he didn't release all the documents. He really didn't. There are some that are still being withheld even now. So years earlier, Trump talked on the phone to his friend, and he said something very, very much different. Talked to Judge Andrew Napolitano. This is what Napolitano says as he's talking to Professor Jeffrey Sachs.
In my last conversation with President Trump in the White House, he called me a lot. And this is after January 6th, so it's 2 weeks before, or a week before he's leaving office. He wanted to run past me the names of people he was going to pardon and sentences he was going to commute. He wanted my opinion on them. Some of them I knew. I said, "How you doing?" He said, "Not too well," and he went off into a tangent about what he thought happened with the election. I said, "You know, you made a promise to the public many times, and to me privately, that you haven't kept." What? I'll take care of it right now. I said, "You promised you would release the records of the JFK assassination." He said to me, "Judge, if they showed you what they showed me, you wouldn't have released it either." And I said, "Who's they, and what did they show you?" And then he said, "Judge, someday when we're on the phone," and then he raised his voice, "and there aren't 15 people listening to the phone call," back to a normal voice, "I'll tell you." Oh my God. I mean, this makes it sound even worse. Who are they? Probably somebody in the intelligence community. What did they show him? JFK's brains blown out?
So don't give up hope. If you're a Kennedy scholar, or if you're a researcher, or you're just plain interested in the Kennedy assassination, the truth is still out there. Just remember Trump's words, okay? If I showed you what they showed me, you wouldn't release them either. Thanks for watching.